Mm. I have the mic here. I'm gonna speak. I'm not gonna speak as loud as possible because I want you to hear me right. Just gonna see it right here. Just gonna speak a little bit. I'm just gonna have a segment called a stoner conversation. Yeah, this is a good sound, I think. A stoner conversation. I want to speak about a lot of things, you know. For the last 2 weeks, I've been noticing a pattern. As a matter of fact, this last week has been one of the worst week I ever had since 2024. But the 3 weeks before, this entire week has been the best, the most productive one. So, so so first, like the first 2 weeks was good. I was following the right pattern. I'm a writer, so I was writing what I had to write. I had to do a lot of things, and I did them. I did the best of them. Then something happened that triggers me, and it brings me back to the place I couldn't escape before, which is the place of guilt, the place of guilty pleasures, the place of quick pleasures, and the place of quickly rewards. And it's because I think I got upset about something. It's not that I got upset about something. I was angry at something. And these last 2 weekends, these last 2 days, this last week has been shit for me. The reason why I want to have a stone conversation is because I want to smoke less. I want to make public that I want to smoke less, even though nobody's going to watch this. And I just want to walk me through the process that I have to go through. Because I'm a writer, I have a newsletter. Let's start by saying that I'm a writer. But I'm not a writer because I want to be a writer. I'm a writer because 8 years ago I found out how good was writing for my health, my mental health, and for my emotions. I remember I started writing out of loneliness. I'm in New York City, so when I arrived here as a teenager, I used to walk around a lot, around the city, around people, around places, and I often found myself alone, by myself, at all times. And even though I know how to enjoy my compound companion, but sometimes having someone just for you to do things, just for you to have fun, just for you to talk to, just for you to, I don't know, be part of something, I think that is healthy. And I haven't been able to develop that. Like something I'm really going crazy with is that I don't know how to have multiple friends. I don't know how to manage, friendships. When you go to the gym, when you go to places, you get to meet people, you get to have friends, you get to keep up with them. Excuse me. And from a long time ago, I did not keep with any friends. I did not text with anybody. I did not reply to anyone. I did not reach out. Nothing. Basically nothing. and I just stayed by myself, and just have everything I do by myself for myself, which is something I don't recommend everyone to do, but you should have the experience of doing some things by yourself. But when I say by myself, I say alone. Like there's a lot of times where I wish someone could be there just for me to, I don't know, share something or something. And I wish that, but when I have it, I just don't take care of it. I don't care. It's like it bothers me. It completely bothers me. Like their presence bothers me a lot. When I see someone that wants to have be friends with me, talk to me, and those type of things, it does bother me. I don't know why. And anytime I see them talking to me or something, I feel like they are invading my space, which is a true feeling. But damn, every time, every time when someone speaks to me, does it have to feel like they are invading my space every single fucking time? I don't think that should be. I don't think that should be like a thing or something. Because honestly, we all need people. We all need someone, and that's something I grew up against because the people I had around me were not the best. So my survival method growing up was just to be by myself, stay by myself, and do things by myself. Now I have to get out of this survivorship. I don't know how to call it, but I have to get out of this mindset because it's killing me. It's making me a loner. It's making me by myself. It's making me vulnerable. It's making me angry about myself. And this makes me really upset about myself. It makes me sad. It makes me wonder what it is that I want to do. And I want to do a lot of things. I want to be in the. I'm not gonna lie. I always say I don't want to be in the public eye, but low key, I do want to be in the public eye. It's great when people actually speak about you, even good or bad. It's good that people talk about you. You're doing something that people is talking about. And when no one is talking about you, it's because there is nothing that you're doing. Simple as that. And I don't know. I kind of developed this toxic relationship with social media where I don't post nothing. I'm a complete ghost. The same way I have a relationship with myself. I have a relationship with my phone. With honestly, with every single aspect of my life right now, I'm not having the best relationship because I'm allowing some influences from the past to influence my present. And what's influencing from the past is starts with the mindset of being a survivor, of surviving, or of staying in survivorship era. And surviving is not. It doesn't feel nice to survive. It feels good after you survive. When you start living and damn, I survived that. I survived this. I survived that. That's when it feels good. But living as a survival method is not healthy at all. I'm trying my hardest not to live on the survivorship mode. And yeah, I have been currently living like this for the last week and a half. And honestly, before this last week and a half, I had the 3 weeks, the three best weeks that I mentioned earlier. And something really small triggered me to have this bad week. I'm not sure if I allow it to trigger it because I understand the power we have when we allow things to happen. But when these type of things happen, I shut down. I become this person that I don't want to speak to no one. I want to be alone. I want to be by myself. But I'm actually angry. I'm actually questioning myself. I'm questioning people in my head. I have all of these things going on in my head where I say, damn, am I really thinking like this? After all this time, after all of this work I have done, after all of this book, after all of this writing, after all of this, I don't want to say accomplishment, but creations that I have done. Really, am I really thinking like this? And I just go back. And then again, I just go back again. It's like I go 30 steps, I go back 15. Then I go 15 and I go back. I go, I take 50 more forward and then I go 30 back. And I'm in the same place that I have been, I don't know, years ago. And that's just how it feels. That's just how it feels to go back to the same place with the same patterns, with I don't want to say the same people because, people change and shit, but with the same perspective that you used to view people as, which is not the same most of the time. And the way I grew up, my perspective around people was completely horrible growing up. And now I, I am thinking about it a lot, and I'm just watching them with the same perspective I had when I was a kid. And I'm not sure what to think about that. I'm not sure how to deal with that. I'm not sure what am I supposed to do to get ahead of that. I'm not sure if I have to eliminate those triggers. I'm not sure if I have to stop talking to those people. I'm not sure if I have to stop overreacting and just get over it and just keep doing what I was doing, or just, I don't know. I'm just not sure. I get insecure. And when I get insecure, all these things happen. And when I think of myself, I think of myself as someone who has lived in this space, in this time and space, but hasn't been actually the person everyone think I am. And when this happened, I get in a trap, in the same trap I have always been. This is a new park here. There is people around that are about to play basketball. It's kind of raining. I found this spot by luck, but I'm here. When you watch your own feeling from a place of childhood, from a place of a kid, and then you analyze your feelings with the perception of an adult, you are you get in between the adult you are in right now and the kid of before, and it's a it's like an inner battle because your feelings, your emotions of a kid are there, but your perception as an adult is there too. And most of the times, what I have done is I get influenced by the feeling of my child, but and based on that, I act with the perception of an adult. And even though sometimes that has helped me a lot, it ruins me more than what does help. Because imagine being an adult and having the feeling of a kid, having these feelings. not knowing how to control them, which is the case of a lot of people. But speaking about myself now, as a matter of fact, when you grow up around these type of people, they don't know how to control their inner child, their inner feelings. They become completely toxic to you, especially family members. And when you're Hispanic and you grew up in this household and you were a kid, mm-mm, you were fucked. You were emotionally fucked, to be honest. And that is something that I'll allow myself to get influenced by when I'm an adult now. This is something people might mature as themselves, but I believe this is also something that has to do with leadership and people who guide you through those steps, through those moments. And unfortunately for me, I only had myself. No sense of leader, no leadership, just myself. Also, unfortunately for me, but I'm grateful of that. I have done a lot of good things because of it. But when you have no leadership, this is just my perspective. When you have no leadership, like in my case, when you have no father figures that you see it as leaders that you actually want to follow, is when you don't, you kind of get lost in these simple things that I'm trying to say here. Because there is no one, when you don't, there is no confidence of asking about that. There is no open space where you say, "Oh shit, let me just ask about this to see what how they will respond." There was no space about it. But once I grow up, I realized people have is completely matured about that, and they often say and speak of how their parents allowed them to open up with them, which make them mature enough. And you, when you have parents that they don't allow you to open up like that, you repress those emotions. When you repress emotion, you become the emotion yourself. When you repress the emotion is so strong that you just become the emotion. You're a human being of emotions. I give you an example. There's a story of this family that was broken apart because drugs and stuff like that. Now there was this baby that was 3 years old. It was the dad was really he was really close with his daughter. His daughter was 3 years old, and for his daughter, he was like this big bear of love that she loved a lot. And all of a sudden, that big bear of love was taken away. He was sent. He completely went dark with no reason or explanation to the kid. Now, this daughter, she grew up angry because the thing that she used to love the most is not there anymore. And no one told her nothing, no one explained to her nothing. It wasn't there. Now, this daughter was so revealed that she became the entire emotion because when she was a kid, something that she loved, something that she used to carry with this power, it was taken away from her. And no one taught her that it was just an emotion because someone she loved was taken away from her. How do you teach that to a kid without allowing them to become the emotion as an adult? Because 20 years after, that same daughter have the same anger she had as a kid, but she has transformed it in a different way. I don't know how to explain it well. She was so angry about this that she became it. She was so angry that she was taken away from her dad that she became a father figure herself. I often don't mention that because that's kind of like a crybaby scene where speaking about emotions is just stupid, but I do have to say it because there is come a time when you just can't hold it and you have to express the emotion in any type of way. That's when you have holes in the fucking wall. That's when you get violent for a second. That's when you lose it. But when you speak it, you release it in a more peaceful way where you just, I don't know, just said it already. That's really powerful when you speak things like that. Imagine not getting violent by anything because you address everything. You don't repress any emotions, you just allow it to be. When you allow it to be the emotion, believe me, there is a low chance that the bad emotion arrive. It's just too many. It's just too much. It's just too much of a common sense that is formed when we are in a good mood. Like I have been in a bad mood for about a week now, and I can't figure anything out right now. I am sitting in a new park under the tree because it's raining, speaking about something because I don't know what else I should do now. I'm just trying to say, get something out of my head, out of my system. With this, I created a segment that I had in my head for my YouTube that is called, a pothead conversation, which I just smoke, speak about something, or I have someone to speak about something while we smoke. But let's see how this goes first. Yeah, I just want to upload a lot of videos, a lot of me talking. I just want to get exposed already. I'm sick of living in the shadow. I'm sick of not expressing myself, and I'm sick of having to look around to see if I could express myself or something. I hate that. As if I was looking around to ask for permission if I could say something, I could see something, I could do something. That's how I feel. Shit, I never said it like this. See, you open up. Right now, I'm open up. But I'm here opening up because I don't know what to do. For the last 4 years, I have read for around more than 100 books. And when you get to educate yourself with books, when you self teach yourself, and you have a really good education because you self-taught yourself. It's just different. You're not wired by anyone's voice but your own. And because of it, I'm so invested on developing a fucking brand that I'm broke while I develop a brand that I need money to invest for. But something I like about developing a brand, no one understand as much. No one around me understand branding as much as me. Because when I say branding, people think of clothing stores or clothing or something like that. And it's like, nope, that's not branding. Those are products. Those are products. Branding is completely different apart. That's what I'm trying to develop. That's something, yeah, that's part of this too. I'm trying to play ball. They can't play ball. I'm trying to show them around. Yeah. Yo, you're trying to play ball? How about to join ya when I finish here? Huh? I'm talking shit to my camera right now. Yeah, I'm just smoking a little bit, so I'm gonna just when I finish here, I'm gonna jump in and just fuck around with you a little bit. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna bust your ass. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just fucking around. Huh? And it was nice this weekend just to be outside, and they just made this. ¿Cuántos vienen para acá? Cuatro, cinco, está bien. Vamos, usted juega un dos y yo tengo el NES, cualquier cosa. I'm so confident when I speak about basketball. Like when anytime someone wants to speak to me about basketball, I'm so fucking confident. I play college basketball, and there's a difference between me and the average hooper, but I'm not gonna talk about that because I'm a D3 college basketball, and for me that's completely normal, completely average. And it's getting cold, motherfucker. Ay, puñeta. I think I'm an asshole when I speak to people. I think that's why most people don't approach to me a second time. If I play ball, yeah, I can fuck around with them for a bit. I would be so pissed if I didn't start recording this. I think I did, but I would be so pissed if I didn't. Oh my god! Right now, after I have like right now, I feel so. My head is so clean after I spoke all of this that I feel like I could go home and start writing and free writing and developing my week. That's how good this did to me. And if it's for me, that's how I want people to. That's how I want people to feel about me, or just be about me. You feel me? I was most of my ideas. I have a lot of conversation with ChatGPT about it because I use it as a second brain. And when I ask for analysis of ChatGPT about about myself based on everything I have told him, he always tells me that I'm a deep thinker. I always go beyond of what is just simple, what is just in the surface. And I think this for me, speaking in a camera with a just for people to watch. I think I could be really good about this because if I'm a deep thinker, it means that I can be a deep a conversation people. It doesn't mean that I am now, but I could become a really good one. That that's how my common sense is working right now. Like, okay, I must if I'm a deep thinker, I could be a deep talker. I can be a deep talker. To develop that, they are correlated with each other. I already have the thought. I already have the idea. I just have to express it. But now I think it's a matter of understanding how I express myself. And then once I start understanding, then, making a different approach, maybe making a different, using a different perspective, asking, I don't know, something like that. But I should just focus on trying to express it with as clarity as my mind is allows it. And I think it's working because ever since I ever thought of this idea, which was 2 years ago, I never started working on it until last summer. And now is when I'm more deep into it because even though I'm not posting anything, I'm not, you know, making any content or writing newsletter. I am writing every day, every single fucking day. And something I really notice is that I have more content than I ever thought I would have. I have I have more than 500 pages of data of my writing in less than 6 months. And I don't know how to organize it. I don't know how to. It's not that I don't know. I haven't understand how to organize it. I haven't understand how to actually utilize the data that I'm having. That is what I haven't been able to figure it out. And once I realized that, I started doing things. I started doing this. I started thinking about this, writing more newsletters, and I started understanding that it's not about that I have to write, I have to write, I have to write. Like new ideas, new ideas, new ideas. It has to be write an idea and get more ideas out of that idea. That's how it works in writing. That's how I create volume. Because I was trying to write some shit, and I was trying, I was trying to write new shit, and then I was kind of stuck because I was thinking of all of the things that I wrote already. And when I started writing what I wrote, I liked it, and then I started thinking of new ideas that I could do with that exact thing. And I think that's how it works. I think that's how I can make the most out of what I write and what I do. Because yes, it is about volume, but it's the variety of volume. It's not just the volume of I have all of these written here. That volume also is also important because there is a lot of clutter that we have to get out of our heads as writers. There's people. There is a lot of unclear ideas that we just have to lay them down and making even if they do nothing, we have to lay them down because we don't if we don't think about them, it's because we already laid it down and it didn't land. It's just there. And I mean this in any writing in general. Like let's say a free wrote last week about something da 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 just to get it out of my system. Maybe I can remember because maybe I don't remember. But if I wouldn't wrote it, I would probably feel what I released. But it's yeah, they suck. I think I can make it from here. I think I can. But I'm not gonna ask them to make me the war, nothing. Yeah. There are some decisions that I made that I don't I don't want to say I wish I haven't done, but I just made them already, and I have to take accountability of that. There is a lot of accountability that I have to take from now on. Now that I'm discovering this, the power of this, I have to take an accountability of myself and in every single fucking aspect of my fucking life because I am 25 years old and I'm pretty embarrassed about myself. Because they want to tener deporte. When you see sports, bro, that's how you create friendships. I'm so high. You see, I keep speaking and I keep realizing a lot of things about myself or about what I have to do next. And I sabotage myself when I think of how I haven't done that before and I get insecure. And there is a lot of time that I get insecure and I just draw back. I just withdraw. I completely withdraw. I don't. Oh shit! I hear that's a guy. And it's not, and I don't like that about myself. I've done that a lot of times, and I started that in high school. I did it a couple of times, but it was not a big deal. And when I mean a couple of times, I mean a very few times, like twice or three times. When I was in college, I did not allow myself to be that way. I was a fucking monster. And in my second year of playing college basketball, I allowed that to happen again, but I just allow it constantly. That that literally became my personality. I think I destroyed myself with that. I destroyed my perception of myself with that. I was so in shape. I was so ready. I was so fucking pumped. I was so nah. You see, I'm gonna address this again. I believe this happened to me. This, type of low confidence type of thing happened to me because I don't have a father figure that, or a good leader, or anyone, an adult that I could ask for advice and they would give it to me. And I know that people, I have family. I say that, but I have family members that will tell you that I could do that. But honestly, they would not tell me something that I don't want to hear. They will tell me something that I do want to hear. Like they don't. I mean, how can I say this? They're gonna say something from the bottom of their heart. They're not gonna say something with a reality. And I want a reality. I don't want something said from the bottom of your heart. I don't give a fuck about your heart or how you feel. I don't want you to smack me with what you're gonna tell me. That's what I want you to. That's what I want you to do to me. And I want this. I want it. I needed that because I was I was I was having challenges as a young man, and I still do. Look at me right now. This is for me, it's a fucking challenge. I feel like that. I was talking shit. I was talking shit to high schoolers. I will never do that again. I will just let them be. Cosas básicas. Yo me estoy imaginando ahora mismo en mi cabeza. Se me olvidó que yo estaba hablando. Yo me estoy imaginando ahora mismo en la cabeza como yo sería de assistant coach si yo fuera a coachar a Puerto Rico en su práctica y en las cosas que ellos tienen que mejorar porque los estoy viendo a ellos. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually a professional next to them. I'm I have skills of a professional basketball player. I'm not saying I am. I'm saying that I have the skill. When you're a basketball, you know you're a professional as a basketball player, when you are on the tree line and you only need a step, you only need a dribble to get to the basket. When you take that ball at the top of the key, just swing it one dribble. That's when you know a basketball player is professional when they made that move. Boom. That is how a lot of other things. That's just something that I'm thinking now because I'm seeing how they're driving from the top of the key and how I drive. Yeah, bro. This afterstay is bad. I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish it, to be honest. It was a good conversation. This is I'm not. This is not a blog. This is a pothead conversation. So see you guys. I don't know who the fuck is seeing me, but see you in the. I did.